Good morning, YouTubers. Today I'm going to be doing some carving. So watch how I take a simple piece of scaffold board, place some templates. These are from Amazon, link in the description below. Placing them on a scaffold board and taking it from a rubbish piece of scaffold board using router bits to a lovely finished sign. These are the router bits I'm going to be using. They're 1/4 inch. You can get them on Amazon. Link again in the description. The main one I'd use is the one on the left, which is the 90-degree V-groove. And you've got the middle one's the spiral upcuts, and the profile bit is on the right. And I'll demonstrate these a little bit later. So you can use various pieces of wood. Today we're using scaffold planks. Because this might be external. And you'll see me taking the scaffold planks from nothing to the finished article. So here you can see I've used these stencils, I've placed them on the board and I've just simply sprayed some paint, let it dry, removed the stencils, and this is the area that you can then now start carving. And with a little bit of work, this is a finished product. It's been sprayed. I've used a little bit of copper. I'll show you in this video how to shine that up. And I think it makes a great present for family, friends, or you can even use it as a business to sell. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment, like and subscribe and give me any feedback so I can improve future videos. Hold tight. Right, okay, so here's the board. This is a scaffold board. I've used the stencils. I've placed them on the scaffold board. Sprayed over lightly with some paint, spray paint, let it dry and remove them. And this is the finished article. This is now ready for using the router to, in this case, we're using outset letters, which I'll explain in a minute. So I'm going to cut the edges at the moment while I'm letting the paint dry, which I've used. This is a scaffold board, so I'll sand and shape it later. So I'll just router the names out. So I'm just going to rough cut this for now while that's drying with my, my head's gone, but with my saw. With my circuit, not circuit. Jigsaw! So you get the idea. So I'll just cut all 3 edges. See you later. So this is my little router, 1/4 inch. I've even fit a little light to it. And I'm going to be using, the first bit I'm using is the profile bit, because I'm using outset lettering, and this will be used to just scribe around the edges. So with my trusty profile bit installed into my little router, you can see the little light I've got around it. I'm now going to start carving the outside of the letters. These are outset letters. I can't film up too close with this, but you get the general idea. Eric Ronan is brilliant for watching anything to do with carving. In the future I will try and get an overhead camera of this, but there's plenty of YouTube videos on there showing outset letter carving with a profile bit. So that's the outside of the letters done. I've used the profile bit. You can see the perimeter formed on them. And now I'm going to be going in and cleaning the background. So I've used the 90-degree V-groove bit to carve out the background. So you can now see the letters clearly stand out. So now I'm going to be sanding the areas, and then I'll be spraying the complete sign with black spray paint. So the sign's now ready for spraying, as you can see. So I've now sprayed the sign, let that dry a little bit, and then I will sand it back with the orbital sander, and then that will let the background will be then black, and then the letters and the border will then be stained. So I've sanded this down. And now I'm using sanding sealer, and what this does, it stops it, helps it absorb evenly into the wood and sort of seals it. So I'm just putting a bit of copper pipe on this now. This is for my niece. I got a better cutter than this, but this will do. So I wanted to sort of see a bit of my carpentry, a bit of my carving, a bit of tiling. So little mosaics I fitted in my kitchen, and a bit of copper on a bracket. So I'm hoping she'll like this. So I'm just going to fit these now. So orbital sander, 120 grit, just cleaning off the paint from the letters and the background border. And then the next step will be to start staining the letters and painting them. This is another tip of the day. Oh, I think it's the first tip of the day. Right, so if you don't use pre-stain conditioner on the wood, you get the sanding pads all gummed up. So if you use this sanding cleaning stuff, just rub it over. It's brilliant, and it revitalises your sanding pads, saves throwing them away. Yeah, check it out. I'll put in the link in the description below if you need to purchase it. So just cleaning it off now, sanded. It's not bad. So just clean it off with white spirit, as you do. Right, so what am I doing now? Right, so this is where I went a bit wrong, and I started painting the letters blue and trying different bits out, because obviously it's all a learning thing for me. I don't do it this often. Every time I do it, it's getting better. So have a quick look. It went too dark, so in the end I rectified it, sanded off the blue again, because obviously you can, and then I just stained the front border, you can see, and the front letters, and then I sprayed them with a gloss lacquer. And here you can see me using this stain, which is going around the border. A bit later on in the video, you'll see the Emma's room has gone back to being the same colour as the border. Once that stain dried, it's lovely stuff. I've listed it in the description below from Amazon. Put a few coats of that on, wiped it off. That's a different story about putting stain and stain off. But there's lots of YouTube videos out there. I plan to do one soon. And then I sprayed a couple of coats of clear lacquer, added the copper pipe, and which I did on a few little mosaic tiles, because that was the theme for this carved sign. Yeah, so here's the finished result. Yeah, so you can see the copper pipe, little bits of mosaic tiling printed in it, stained, lacquered. I think it's come out really well. I'm sure Eric Ronan might not agree, but I'll keep practicing. I haven't done a lot of these, but I've been studying on YouTube, and it's great fun. Please like, subscribe. I've listed all the bits I've used in the description below. You can order via the Amazon links. And any feedback, comments would be greatly received, especially if they're good ones. All right, have a lovely day. God bless. So all the materials and stuff I use in this build will be just below in the main part of the channel. Just have a look and all the links are there. Thank you.